What is happening? I am back and we are working on the E36. The channel name's changed, rebranded everything. Gonna hopefully take this a whole lot more seriously this time round. It's been probably 6 months since I last uploaded a video, and that is because the E36 is the only thing that really got any views and that you guys were interested in, and I haven't been working on it. Everything I've done recently has just been really boring stuff that you guys would not have appreciated. So, we are back. For those of you that don't know anything about the E36, a brief overview. The E36 I bought a very long time ago, stored behind a friend of mine's house. Someone came around and stole a load of stuff off it. It was a nightmare. I lost heart in it. It was sitting with no wheels on it, and trees grew up through the bonnet, and yeah. So all the parts that were in it got stolen. We have half an E36. So, in order to complete the E36, we need the rest. And that is exactly what we have. Because we finally have a load of parts. Okay, so we'll go over the bigger stuff first. That's the front bumper off the car. I sort of destroyed it when I was pulling it in here and it fell off. So maybe a new bumper, because that one's kind of tired looking anyway. Blue wings I bought because I couldn't get any new ones, and they were all there was. They're kind of rusty and nasty and just drift car spec, but yeah. Then these ones came up for sale like a couple of days later, so we have 2 new wings. M3 spoiler, nose cone, pre-facelift obviously, because pre-facelift is sick. The other wing, the bonnet, which is in really good condition. I would love to show you guys the underneath it, but there's no rust anywhere on the bonnet, which is amazing for a E36 in Northern Ireland. The other wing, glove box and vents. All of this stuff I actually ordered without looking at the car. Like, I haven't made a list, but there was just a car for braking and I came and bought all of this stuff. This was all just from memory, so I'm sure we still need more. But yeah, glove box that works with the vents. Sick, because ours is missing. Amazon £5.99 angle kit. Yeah. It is what it is, lock adapters. They're sick for $5.99. My plan is to use them as more of a stencil. I'll take it out, see if the lock is good. If the lock is good, these will serve as a template to cut my knuckles to. Cut them shorter and mount them. Yeah, they're maybe not staying on the car forever, but they will do for the meantime. Also got these sick headlights. Someone's already pulled them apart and tinted the main beam yellow and masked them, and they look sick. I sort of was worried that they wouldn't look good beside the amber indicators, but you've got to admit that on white, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I like it anyway. Okay, on round. Now this is stuff that I have found in my storage. So it's just random E36 stuff, but this is what I'm excited about. I found an original E36 tape deck, baby. But if this works, which I'm not sure if it does, this is all just parts that I've had for years. If this works, then I want to try and get the adapter for the back of it and make it Bluetooth, but I just think it looks sick. It looks so old and retro. I'm into it, okay? That's personal preference thing. So yeah, that's a brief overview of the parts that we have. I don't want to go too in depth into all of it because you guys will get bored and you guys are going to see it on the car. Okay, so the first step in this whole process is to mount all this stuff to the car loosely. Probably don't really need to, but I've never seen this car look like an E36. It's always just looked kind of like that. So I'm going to quit rambling and just straighten the car out, get all the parts put away, and we can start attaching stuff to the car. Okay, so the bonnet and the wings are on, finally. It was kind of hard to get the bolts in because the rust in the threads from this thing sitting outside for so long, but we got there. Next up is the nose cone and the headlights. So back on a time lapse, and I'm gonna try and find some hardware to put them in. Look at that. My God. Now I have realized that if you look at the two bumper supports, because this was actually crashed, it didn't bend anything else. It sort of bent a bracket in there that straightened out, but this is sitting far further back than that one. So it has been compressed, which means we need a new one of these to mount the bumper. But we're still going to stick the bumper on because it'll be cool to see this actually like set up. I did try the headlights and the headlights do not work either. So yeah, I mean it's starting to look good. Yeah, so the bumper's super stinking. It's covered in all sorts of nasty. It is cracked up at the top corner and out of shape. Hold on, I'll go in that side so you guys can see. Well, it's cracked here, which is putting it out of shape, but it's also cracked here and it's sort of messed up here. So the chances are we're getting a new bumper, but what I will do is wash it, sort of pull it back, drift stitch it, or maybe just pull, oh, there goes my radio. Pull that tight in and put a screw through it or something just to make it look straight, so then we can see it on the car. Look at that thing. It looks like a car. It hasn't looked like a car since the day and hour that I bought it, and it looks like a car right now. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. So we had to get a little creative with some cable ties to hold this side of the bumper on. I did stick just a 10mm bolt through here with a nut on the back to hold like that crack closed and make the bumper look legit. We also had a fatality. This fog light fell out of the bumper when I flipped it over, and it is now toasted. Now coming around the back, I'm going to fire everything onto the back. I'm not sure whether I have a back bumper. I have to go and check storage and see. I think I do have an e36 back bumper somewhere. Okay, so I've been up to the storage. I wish I brought a camera because I just fought off a bird the size of a pterodactyl, I swear to God. But this is the fruits of our battle. We have a back bumper. And whilst I was up there, I also found a set of side skirts and rub strips for the back bumper, but I sort of knew they were up there. I didn't know about the back bumper. But yeah, I'm gonna get stuck in, stick you guys on a time lapse and get the back end built up, and then we'll maybe fire the side skirts on as well. And all of the parts have been fitted. The spoiler I just put 2 little tiny screws into for the meantime. I struggled to do it as well, but they're in. I'm not sure about the spoiler. I think I'm probably going to take that back off and get a high-rise one. The high-rise one just, it's more me. It's more me. Back bumper, we don't have a back bumper bar, so it's literally just slid on there. Side skirts, half the clips are missing, and I'm gonna have to buy new clips anyway, but they're taped into place. Then I did the same around the other side. Yeah, it's barely on there at all, but it gives us an idea. The car's looking a little less rusty, a little more complete. I also kind of half fitted the glove box. It's all half measures around here. But yeah, look at this. Like, this is a car that was sitting with no wheels on it, trees growing up through it. Now it actually looks like a vehicle. But yeah, super stoked. The car actually looks like a car, and we have so much of the stuff to finish it as well. Like, I thought we would need to buy a whole lot more, but we've got it all. This is so far the parts list. If you guys can read it, my handwriting's terrible. Yeah, I was looking for something white to draw on with a whiteboard marker, and then decided the car is getting it. So Need the trim for the A-pillars, it's missing. The front bumper mount that we already talked about, the side skirt caps, the bulb holsters, the rear bumper bar, rub strips, M3 rub strips for the side, indicators for the wings, the little repeater things, fog lights for the front bumper, the M3 style diffuser, because that's not an M3 bumper, but I never use the M3 bumpers. I always just put on the stock bumper and then the M3 style diffuser because they're cheaper to replace and they look just as good in my opinion. My driver's side headrest, no idea where it's gone, and the wiper arm, because I've got one wiper arm, I need another. Now the reason I'm telling you guys this is because if you have any of the things I need to finish this, or if you've seen some things that I've missed that you think I need, then feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. It'll be in the description, but it's just Keanu TC. I'm stoked. I'm finally working at the E36 and it makes me very, very happy. However, we have run out of things to do in this video, at least. So I'm pretty sure the next video is going to be the welding. If you haven't seen the first video, go back and watch it. We just go around the car. I think there's like 2 bits need welded, but I just want to get them done and dusted and the whole underneath under sealed. And then following that, we'll get into the mechanical stuff, the bodywork, and get the outside looking good before we start on the interior. If you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.